Today we're talking about how to set a table. I know that seems really simple and unimportant, but I think that it will give you a sense of confidence if you don't know what goes where. I learned this in my 9th grade class with Winnie T. Bacon at Landon Junior High School. Although my mother also did this, she never quite told me exactly how to do it. So here's what Winnie told us, Miss Bacon. She said, first of all, your plate goes in the center of the place setting, and we know that. If you're going to have a salad plate, it can go inside of that plate, and inside of that would be the soup bowl. Now that's super formal. Most people don't eat that way. So we're going to get rid of those two things. We're just going to have a simple dinner plate in the center. Then to the right, a dinner knife, which is really kind of a butter knife. It's not a short little butter knife, just the regular knives that come in your cutlery set. That lays blade side, sharp side in to the plate. So here's the plate, here's the sharp side of the knife. It goes right here, okay? And then to the outside of that, your spoon. This is very informal, okay? We can do a lot more formal. We could say your spoon and then your soup spoon, but we're not gonna do that right now. We're just gonna say your spoon. So it's a knife facing into the plate and a spoon on the right. On the left, your dinner fork. You can place a napkin to the left of the fork, or you can choose to put the napkin under the fork. The way Winnie T. Bacon taught me was the napkin is always to the left of the fork, but it is an option, so you put your fork there. If you want to have a salad fork, it goes to the outside of the dinner fork. Okay, so really fancy for us nowadays would just be the plate and the knife to this facing the plate with a regular spoon and a soup spoon, and then to the left your dinner fork, and then your salad fork, and then a napkin. Okay, that's not really fancy. That's actually considered informal, but that's about as fancy as most people get. Now, where do you put your glass? The knife extends the tallest of all the utensils because, here's why. You put the plate 1 inch from the edge of the table. So pretend that you've laid a ruler 1 inch from the edge of the table. The edge of the plate touches the top of the ruler. And then all of the silverware touches the top of the ruler, the imaginary ruler. So everything is lined up with the edge of the table with a 1 inch space between the table and the place setting. So your knife is going to be the tallest thing on the right. Your water glass will go somewhere up there near the top of the knife. Now that could be your tea glass or your milk glass, or if you're more formal, you can have like a red wine glass there. If you're having red wine, and we're going back to formal, red wine, white wine, water. Coffee would be to the right of the water glasses and the wine glasses. Most people will have either a cup of coffee or a glass of something to drink. Up there somewhere near the top of the knife, the coffee can be a little further to the right, more above the spoons. So that's what goes up there. Coffee on a saucer, okay? And then to the left, if you're gonna have a bread plate or salad with your dinner, you're gonna put that up above and to the left, just a little bit of your forks. Now, how do you remember which side the drink goes on and which side the bread goes on, or the salad? You just make these signs, okay? So that looks like, this is, imagine you're me, so right, your pinchers are gonna be near your face, okay? So you look at it. This hand is making a B when you look at it. B for bread, left side. This hand is making a D when you look at it. D for drink, right side. Now you know how to set a table. I'm a little crazy about it. When Larry and I go to any place and the laundry, the napkin and the fork is just all balled up on one side, and nowadays people just wrap them a lot. So I unwrap it and I put my fork to the left, my knife on the right, my spoon to the right side of the knife, my plate, I line it all up, I put my water where it goes. That's the way I like to eat. I think it's nice. There's a reason for the way it's laid out. And the reason is that the napkin that Winnie T. Bacon said don't put under the fork is to the left, because you're supposed to take your napkin and put it in your lap right away. And then when you get ready to eat, you're eating from the outside in. So if you ever find yourself in a super formal situation, and super formal would involve a dessert spoon, a dessert fork. Oftentimes those are laid opposite ends at the top of your plate. The little dessert fork pointing that way, the little dessert spoon pointing that way, bowl here, fork tines here. That will be above your plate. And you might have different things in your plate. Like I said, the salad bowl, the soup bowl, and they're serving in courses. You always eat from the outside in. So if you have a soup, you're going to have your soup spoon, which is the bigger bowl, on the outside. And you always dip out. You don't dip in. You always dip away from your body and eat, okay? Then, and you don't lay a dirty silverware on the table. You rest it on your plate. You don't have to cross it and all those crazy things. Just rest it on your plate. When you're done, you're done. Don't put your napkin in your plate. It's rude. Just put it next to the plate. Okay? All right. So anyway, that's a super easy way to do it so that you're not embarrassed. If you do find yourself in that situation, start from the outside, work your way in. If they've said it that way, it's intended for courses. If not, you know where everything goes. And if you want to practice this, the next time you go to, I don't know, a barbecue place or Cracker Barrel or wherever where they just hand you a ball of stuff, set it out nicely and see how nice your place looks. All right, that's it for today. Have a wonderful day, and always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.